It's happening. Another one mic video. Here we go. One mic. The Shure KSM 32. This microphone doesn't get a lot of love, and I can see why. This is a very medium priced microphone, $4.99 brand new, although you can find them for half the price on the used market. I bought this used. I've had this for a long time. You can see the dents and the scratches all over this microphone. It shakes. There's a rattle in here. I don't know what that is, but this is one of the most durable microphones aside from the SM57 that I've ever had. I trust this microphone on just about every source. I put it on everything. I've tried it on vocals, I've tried it on toms, I've tried it on kick drums, I've tried it on guitar cabs, I've used it on bass cabs. It never really sounds bad on anything. So why doesn't it get a lot of love? I have a theory. If you're used to kind of the budget end of microphones and you're spending $100 to $200 on a condenser, your first condenser maybe, those things have a tendency to have just a crazy amount of top end hype going on. And if you put it on anything that has the possibility of getting like fizzy or harsh, they're just gonna overblow that. But when you're soloing something and you're just listening to one thing at a time, not in the context of a mix, you're thinking all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I'm coming from the realm of dynamic mics. This sounds fantastic. Listen to all this top end I've been missing all my life. Until you get to the mix down and then you're wondering why your mix sounds like it's hurting you in your teeth because there's so much top end information there. But anyway, this mic doesn't get a lot of love, and I feel like if this was an upgrade from a super cheap condenser, you're gonna be a little let down the first time you listen to it because it's dull compared to those. But when you really take a step back and look at it, it's very natural. This is a very, very, very flat microphone. This has an extended top range, but it's not going to like hype the top end. So I'm very comfortable putting this on overheads. I'm very comfortable putting this in front of a horn player. I put it on guitar cabs with very good success. This microphone, given its price range, given its availability on the used market, is a perfect candidate for the one microphone challenge. So can we use this on everything in a mix? Stick around to the end. We use this to record basically what would be an entire band. And if this microphone stands up to my expectations, it's gonna sound pretty cool. How cool? I don't know. Let's stick around and find out. These videos are a whole lot of fun to do, but they are a whole lot of work to do. So why don't you give me a little like for the YouTube algorithm? It really helps a lot. If you like what I'm doing, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. And while you're down there, you may as well just hit the bell. Get notified every time I put one out, because we are going to do more one mic videos. We have decided this. It's happening. We got Luke coming over. Let's go get the drum set up, get ready for him. Let's write a song, and then let's record that song. Here we go. Okay, so we got something, an idea recorded in the other room on guitars. I got Luke already here on the drum set. And we're gonna start testing mic positions on the 32 on the drum. If you've seen the first one, you know how this goes. Here we go. All right, let's hear the kit real quick. It almost sounds like surprisingly good, like just for the first try. I'm gonna have you, can I have you play with the track and just see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay, That sounded pretty cool, but like the toms are crazy loud and the kick's not super loud. So I'm gonna come in and make an adjustment.
Is everything just coming through the channel?
Yeah.
15, 16?
Do you want me to split it up for you?
No, it's all right. I could hear a little bit of, I could use a little bit of more of my.
This ride might get crazy, but. All right, I'm gonna start you like. You'll hear me do this little. You'll hear me hold this note, and right before it gets like crazy big. I kind of picture like da 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 da, like kick snare, and just real big, just obnoxious big. That sounds kind of cool. Do you want to come in and take a listen to this?
Sure.
Huh.
You certainly get a lot of the attack of the kick.
If I can... Would it be in the way if I move it even closer?
I don't think so.
Let's try that then.
There we go.
Cool. Let's try that. Actually, that's really cool with the compressor on it.
Oh, really?
I think this is the winner right here.
Nice.
This spot is always the spot to get the kick, it seems like.
Yeah.
So I'll start you at the top then and let you do it.
Okay.
All right, man, here you go. So we've settled on a position here. It's pretty much the same position that worked for the 57. So if you want, go back and watch that video. That sounds awesome.
Yeah?
Was there one spot where you missed a kick?
Yeah.
Let me get that real fast. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
You done. Alright, dude, come on in here. So we're going to use the PRS Archon for this, because I want to. And we're going to take this out to a Weber cab out here. So come on this way. Right here, going to plug it in. And one thing I missed on the last video is actually showing how I mic'd it. So I'm gonna try to do better this time. Same 32 we used on the drums. We're just gonna take it on over here. This cab has two different speakers in it. I'm just gonna pick one. I know they are a Weber Classic and their hemp speaker. I'm going to go for the hemp speaker. My thought with this is, once I get the stand nice and tight, I'm gonna go where the cap meets the cone. Helps to get a flashlight, kind of shine through the grill. The little round thing right in the middle is called the dust cap. And then the rest of it is the cone. So I kind of like to go right where the cap meets the cone. And with a mic like this, you can be about a cell phone's length away. So this is actually perfect. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the pad on because this is very loud, and I'm going to turn a bass cut this way, but we're gonna turn that on and see what that does for us. Try to pull a little more bass. Here we go. again, like the first one, I'm gonna go bass DI. Even though we're doing this with one microphone, I don't think the goal is to do everything with one microphone. It's to maximize the fact that you only have one microphone. So if you have an interface in a computer to do this anyway, your interface probably has some kind of line in. So I wouldn't really recommend doing a bass cab with a KSM32 if everything else is also a KSM32. If the point of this is how to record your band with one thing, I would say don't record bass with this.
I was trying to during the solo. I don't know if it came off, but...
Dang it. I got 99 problems in with cables, all of them.
Closet.
Don't show my closet.
It doesn't really look that bad.
That's the room you put stuff you don't want people to, like, know that you're messy.
Look
how clean I am. Just don't go in that room. Oh, yeah. Just one, I'll take one, just one, no, I don't need no other. Was that it?
That's it, yeah.
That was the whole thing? I guess it doesn't have to come in right off the top. Okay, this'll work. Oh, you know it would actually be like way cooler if we did it in front of the wall.
Oh, yeah. That's really the real reason to use one mic.
Oh, yeah. Because I'm lazy. Last time we didn't use a pop filter, but we're going to this time. The first time we did this with the 57, we did not use a pop filter, because we were assuming all you had was the mic. But if you have this, or a mic like this, you're way more sensitive to transients and air blasts, so you need a pop filter to effectively do vocals with this. You could do it without it, but for that like close-up vocal sound that I'm gonna be trying to do, if I didn't have this, it's gonna sound like hot garbage. So let's see what we get.
Ah! Yeah!
A little more.
Ah!
All right, go for it. We're done.
We did it.
Like, it doesn't feel like we just used one mic.
Yeah.
Especially on the drums.
Yeah, I was surprised when I heard the drum recording back that if we had recorded a band and that we had gotten that sound, you know, without using a single mic, I would be totally happy with that sound. It just sounded good.
That makes me feel silly for the amount of mics that I normally put on a kit.
Yeah.
It's not like a super cheap mic, but if you're in the market for a microphone, this thing is only like, I think $4.99 brand new, but this has been around long enough that I guarantee this thing is on the used market. You could easily find one if you're just kind of scrounging around, and you saw how many things we used it on. And it's not even like we searched for a while. The drums were a little picky, but we're trying to pick up like 8 different things with one microphone, so we have to be a little more picky in that situation. But the guitars, like you saw how quick it was to get a cool tone, and I showed you exactly how I did it. The vocals, it's just you're slapping a vocal mic up, and I think a lot of this comes down to, it's not necessarily the microphone, it's not necessarily the gear we're using, because the preamp we're using is nothing special, but it's more about the song. And I don't even want to say the song we wrote was awesome because we just threw it together, but
it's pretty good.
I mean, we did think about like the parts though.
Yeah.
Like trying to match the bass with the kick drum, like those tiny little things. Or there was a mistake or two and we go back and fix it. Even though this is not perfect, you can kind of see how arrangement and the actual songwriting will definitely affect the recording. So yeah. One mic, it's doable for sure.
Yeah. You
being in a band, like you would be stoked on that sound.
Absolutely.
That's all you need right there. Anyway, guys, resident loser Jeremy, honorary loser Luke.
Very proud of that title.
Well, thanks if you got it this far. We'll see you. Hit the like button if you like what we're doing. Hit the subscribe button. And hit the bell if you want to be notified every time I do a video. See you in the next one. Do the camera grab.
What's that?
You just kind of go in until it turns black.
Okay.
Just don't knock the camera over.